Welcome in. Just getting set up for live Reiki by request. Come on in and make yourself comfortable as we spend the next 2 hours or so relaxing and opening to receive. We'll be getting started with today's live stream in just a couple minutes. Come on in and relax. Let me know how everything sounds, the music and the voice. And let me know in the chat how you're doing today. How are you feeling? We'll be getting started with today's Reiki ASMR by request. Just about 3 minutes. Come on in. I hope you're doing well today. Just getting set up here. Let's see. There we go. Let me know how the music is and how the sound of my voice is as we get started. Does everything sound all right? Come on in. I have the microphone off to the side today, so I just want to make sure that you can still hear everything all right. We'll be getting started with today's live stream in just a couple minutes. Angie. Hello, my friend. How are you today? Beautiful. Thank you so much. Lauren, thank you. I'm just writing your name down. If you would like to make a Reiki request at any time during the live stream, Lauren, please let me know in the chat. During today's live stream, I'm accepting personal Reiki requests. You can always gift the pinned gift, which today is Feather Mask. So beautiful. We'll be getting started with the session in just another minute, so come on in. Make yourself comfortable for the next 2 hours or so. Let me know in the chat how you're doing today. Grounding Lauren, of course. Absolutely. If you'd like to make your own request during the live stream today, you can always gift the pinned gift. It's always different every session. Today is a very beautiful one, Feather Mask. We could definitely do hyperthyroid if we have time today. If there aren't any formal requests, let me go ahead and write down your requests. And if there's time at the end of the session today, I'll be happy to circle back. All right. It's about time to get started. Let's begin. the session for today, I'd like to begin by introducing myself and the session, and then we'll get started, all right? This is Reiki by request. It's Reiki energy healing with elements of ASMR, from the slow and gentle hand movements and the soft cadence of my voice. During the session, hello Megan, welcome. So glad you're here. During the session, you can always make a personal Reiki request by gifting the pinned gift for today. But it is not necessary for you to gift in order to receive Reiki. Reiki always flows where it's needed and how it's needed. Perfect, Megan. In order to receive Reiki healing, you must first be willing to receive Reiki healing, accepting and opening to receive. During our time together today, I'll help you to relax, slowly trusting, slowly opening as we explore healing together. Thank you for following. Thank you for tapping your screen and showing the love today. Hello, Michael. We're just about to get started. We already have one request. Ubra, sensation is all right. Sensation is just the physical response to the movement of energy. Breathing it in and letting it go. Hello, Green. Welcome. Thank you to fans for using the emojis in the chat. Appreciate it. All right. I'd like to begin with our first request for the session today. It's from Lauren. Lauren is looking for some grounding energy, and I already had something come to mind. I just want to remind you that Reiki is available to anyone, anytime, as long as they're open and willing to receive. No matter what the request is, what the theme is, or the intention, remember that Reiki journeys exactly as it's needed for you in this moment. All right, let's get started. The energy that I'd like to use for as we begin is right here. It's funny because I actually grabbed it right before the session began. I had to hunt for it because I couldn't find it. This is my specimen of petrified wood. This side of the petrified wood is polished. You can see how it shines. And the reverse side of this specimen is just a raw specimen of petrified wood. And I was called to pull this out, I think for you, Lauren. I was hustling to grab it. I was like, where is my petrified wood? And I found it just in time. Petrified wood isn't a crystal per se, more like a natural element, like the changing leaves. Leaves that brighten with color and then fall from the trees. Hello, Mariana. Welcome. Petrified wood is nature's element of change. Like the falling leaves in autumn, crisping, changing, and letting go. Petrified wood is an energy that invites you to release. Moving with the natural rhythm of the seasons, reflecting the rhythm of change and letting go. Imagine that you are like a falling leaf, growing bright and colorful, inviting the dryness and release as you drop away from the branch and to the ground, landing softly on a soft floor of moss. This energy invites you to feel the ground beneath you as you move with the natural ebb and flow and rhythms of change. Destiny, relax, welcome. Allowing yourself to ground down now. Trusting in the natural rhythm of change. Petrified wood is an energy of ancestral grounding, lifetimes and lifelines, ancient wisdom and strong grounding. Allowing yourself to be held. Hello, Jen. I'm doing really well, Jen. How are you doing? Let me know how you've been, how you're feeling today. Any rising or airy energy you may have, let it fall to the earth like a leaf dropping from a tree. And when it touches the earth, imagine that leaf being held right in the center of an old stump, wise with roots that travel downward into the soil deeply. Hello, Tammy. Yes, it's okay to feel tired. Fatigue is just sensation. Sensation is the indication of energy moving and changing. It's all right for you to allow energy to move and change, letting this petrified wood, earth element hold you, feeling your roots like the roots of a tree, moving and grounding downward, letting go of what no longer serves you. Just like that. So easy. Puppy, you'll have to tell me how it feels for you. Do it, Meg. Do it. Dropping in like a leaf fallen onto a mossy stump of old and wise wood. Thanks for following. Beautiful. Letting that petrified wood energy arrive as it journeys exactly where it's needed for you in this moment. Letting it guide you and hold you. And allow yourself to feel safe It's all right. Good. Thank you so much for your request, Lauren. For those of you who experienced that petrified wood, let me know in the chat how it arrived and how you feel. Let me know if anything came to mind for you with that. I just pinned a comment here. What is Reiki? I would be happy to answer that. Just wanted to say that if you had a personal request for Reiki today, you can always gift the pinned gift. Although it's not necessary to do so, I do appreciate the support. Also, thank you for tapping your screen. Gentle and grounding. It is, Meg, an ancient practice of energy healing. I love that you have a favorite tree, Rachel. Lauren, you're welcome. Iso, do you mean, can I do some imagery of a rock being eroded into sand by the water? I love that. I am a huge fan of imagery. Let me write that down. We can do a journey like that. Let me just write down that. Underwater rock being eroded into sand. What a beautiful image, yeah. Let's do that next if no one has any requests. I also want to say that on the 1st of every month, I hold a super fans only Reiki energy healing circle. Our next circle will be November 1st. All right. I'd like to run with the request for that imagery. I am a sucker for imagery, so if you ever make a request for imagery in the chat, I'm very likely to respond. Give me just a minute to think about any other tools I'd like to use for this journey. Just a moment. Yes, something came to mind. Give me a second to grab a crystal. All right, I'm not sure which one to choose. Fluorite came to mind. I have 2 specimens of fluorite here. This one on the right is green fluorite, and you can see that it's a bit jagged. It has a robust texture, and its crystals are kind of square in nature. This energy is one related to the heart chakra. And the other specimen that came to mind is also fluorite. This one is a blue-green or teal specimen. It's almost semi-transparent. It has a almost candy-like feeling and look to it, almost like a hard candy. This one is certainly more calming and reminiscent of still or calm waters, whereas the green fluorite is a little bit more assertive. It's a little more energizing. Let me know which one you'd like for this journey, the green fluorite or the teal fluorite, if you have a preference. The coast, the lighter one, is the calm water beneath. Exactly. Thank you for the donut. Wow, a lot of you are liking the green one. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the green. You love fluorite, Julia? Fluorite is so nice. We're going to go with this green specimen for our next journey. All right, let's get started. Imagine waves as they move slowly toward the shore. Waves that are green and blue, white bubbles as they move. I'm here and it's totally fine. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in. A sea expanding outward away from you, tinted green, light and easy. Thanks, Katie. Deep within this green, frothing sea is a stone, heavy and shaped by the rhythm of the movement of water. The stone has lived beneath the sea since the sea became the sea. The sea and the stone are one, moving and changing together. Sometimes this green and frothing sea moves slowly over the stone, gentle and easeful. Moving with grace as small bubbles caress the surface of the stone. at other times the sea is aggressive and fast, full of life and energy. It moves swiftly. That's a great answer, Mercedes. That was my answer too. Sometimes the waves grow into a deep green and they push toward the shore quickly. At these times, the stone feels a jolt of energy too, wanting to move with the sea. Hello, Emily. Wanting to change and be strong like the sea. With time, the stone changes. Change happens slowly, bit by bit. The movement of the sea begins to change the stone. The stone is patient. Hello, Red. As the sea whispers. Thank you for the follow, Sea Whisperer. It came at the perfect time. As the sea whispers over the stone, taking its dust and small pieces with it on each journey toward the shore. Little by little, the stone begins to change. Its pieces in the sea like glitter. And when the sun hits just right, those shards of stone sparkle, just like the waves as they crest upon the shore. Glittering dust, little diamonds, beautiful and free. Imagine that you are one of those fine sparkles, just big enough to capture the light. And you move now in the green, churning sea, allowing yourself to be carried rhythmically toward the shore. And when you arrive, when the dust settles, all around you, are other small, gathered pieces of stone. You nestle in to the fabric of sand, home, feeling the cadence of waves from the green sea. As they rinse over you. All things change with time, even you. Thank you so much for that lovely idea. Thank you. That was quite lovely. Hey Julie, no problem. This is green fluorite. And I just used it on a guided journey of imagery suggested by one of the viewers. Absolutely. Let me know in the chat how that imagery settled with you and how it arrived, and if anything came up for you. Thank you, Emma. If you'd like to make a personal request during today's live stream, you can always gift the pinned gift for today, which is feather mask. It's quite lovely. All right, meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and put up a poll for you to vote in, inspired by Puppy's comment about choosing a purple crystal. Give me just a moment to get that poll ready and we'll get started. Oops. Okay. Sea Whisperer, you came in at just the right time, and I used your name to inspire some of that journey. You're welcome, Chris. All right, I just put the poll up for those of you interested in voting. You should see a blue check mark in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. And the poll is to vote for a crystal color for our next Reiki experience. There are many options. Option A is purple. Option B is red. C is blue. D is green. E is brown. F is clear or white. G is black, and H is orange or yellow. We have about 8.5 minutes for this poll, so if you'd like to vote for a color, please do. You can click on the blue check mark icon in the upper left-hand corner if you'd like to vote. Hello, Regina. Allowing yourself just to relax. Wow, a lot of votes right now. Purple is in the lead with 14 votes. Second place is blue, and third place is black. Be sure to vote in the poll if you are interested in the next crystal color. Thanks for sharing the live. Thank you for tapping your screen as well. We're at 15K likes. Blue has pulled ahead to number 1. Purple is in second place with about half the number of votes. Hello, Ash. Welcome in. Thank you for using the team emojis. I love to see those. Purple has pulled ahead of blue again. Purple is now in first place with blue in second place. Third place is black currently. Thank you, siempre. I did have a really nice weekend, Ash. I hope you did too. Purple and blue are very close. Purple is still in first by only 8 votes. So if you would like to fight for a color, be sure to click on the blue check mark icon and you can vote in the poll. Blue has pulled ahead. This is tight. You guys are fighting for these. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be, this is a wild vote. It's gonna be close. Right now, blue is in the lead with 85 votes. There is a limit to how much you can vote. Exactly, Amir. We might have to compromise. We have 4.5 minutes left in the vote. So, oh my goodness, black is coming up strong as a strong third with 55 votes. Currently, blue is at 86. Purple is at 74. And black is at 55. Thank you to everyone who's voting. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support. You can click on the blue check mark icon in the upper left corner of your screen if you'd like to vote. We have about 4 minutes left. Purple is currently in the lead just by literally a couple votes. Thank you so much, Lucy. Beautiful. Lucy, if you'd like to make a request anytime during today's session, just let me know in the chat. Poor Brown. Brown is the only one with 0 votes. Currently, purple has 93, blue has pulled ahead with 123. Black is in third with 58, and brown has received its only vote. Brown is now in the race. You're for black, Lauren. Black has 58 votes right now. Blue is in the lead. We have about 2 minutes left in the poll. Hello, Elaine. Black is coming in hot right now. Loom, you want orange and yellow? Alright. I'll imagine that you added your vote to orange and yellow. Orange and yellow only has 2 votes right now, so you're welcome. Whitney, thank you for the pumpkin. Alright, we have about a minute and a half left if you'd like to add your vote. Blue is currently in the lead, but purple is coming up strong. Black is in third place. Hello, puppy. Grande Daisy. Welcome back. We have just a few seconds left in the poll. If you'd like to vote, get in your vote for the next experience. Also, Lucy, if you have a request, let me know in the chat. I might have missed it. Green for you, Daisy. Thank you. Blue. For love, Lucy, you got it. Let me write that down. Perfect. We're in the last couple seconds of the vote. Blue is in the lead by a hair as number 1. Thank you to everyone who voted. I appreciate your support. The poll is finished and the winner is blue with 149 votes. Thank you so much. Purple came in second with 131 and black came in third with 78 votes. Perfect. We got a request in while the vote was going on. I'd like to go ahead and do the request from Lucy first, and then we'll move into some blue crystal work from the vote. I hope that sounds okay for you. All right. First, we'll do a Reiki request for Lucy. If you'd like to make your own request, you can always gift the pinned gift for today. Today it is Feather Mask. It's really cute. Alright, give me just a moment to sit with Lucy's request. I actually just got an idea for it, so hang on. So I was called to use this specimen of rose quartz, but I also wanted to use a little bit of essential oil, so give me just a moment to grab that. Alright, I would like to begin this Reiki request for love with some rose quartz. Someone can answer Timu in the chat there. Rose quartz is a hallmark crystal for love. Thank you for tapping your screen. Rose quartz is an energy of the heart chakra. As we begin this Reiki experience, I'd like you to imagine that you're holding rose quartz in the seat of the heart, that the heart is gently holding the soft pink light of rose quartz right in the middle of the heart space. As it nestles into the heart, beginning to move with the heart, we're always gentle and slow. Thank you for following. Taking our time with the precious heart, deserving of tenderness, deserving of kindness, deserving of love. As we begin to explore this rose quartz in the heart, I invite you to give the heart space. Watching as space opens through the heart with the breath, gathering the breath into the seat of the heart, breathing from the heart space. '. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . each breath now, merging with the light pink effervescence of rose quartz as breath and light nourish the heart. Go ahead and breathe. And feel the heart spinning. Puppy blue 1 will be doing blue next. Watching as the heart begins to spin just a little bit, moving like a dancer, swept in the zephyr of breath. Don't be afraid of the movement of the heart. It's just sensation, the movement of energy. As you breathe into the heart space, imagine that soft pink rose quartz center expanding, expanding. Mary F., thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for the Polaris. Appreciate you. Thank you. Moving into the heart space is all right. I invite you, I'm just going to put that down for a second. I invite you to allow yourself, just for a moment, to feel love. Love detached from words and language. Love detached from the past or the future. Love detached from the mind or logic. Hello, Jenny, welcome. Allowing yourself to feel love. Let it swirl. Let it move you. Let it soar through the heart like a bird in flight. Deep in the heart, feel the sensation of lightness. Feel the sensation of ease and open to receive pure love. You don't need to do anything. Just open and feel that love. I wanted to follow up with a little bit of essential oil. As we finish this healing, give me just a moment to get that into the ball roller here. I wish that you could smell this rose essential oil. And if you have some of your own, perhaps later you could take a little bit onto your fingertips and just roll it around the heart space with a little carrier oil, maybe some almond oil or some, thank you Crispy, or some jojoba can work too, even some coconut, and just massage it into the heart space. Crispy, thank you for the feather mask. If you'd like to make a request during the session, just let me know in the chat. Applying a little bit of that rose essential oil, starting here at the crown and letting it drip down like nectar, like honey, as it moves into the heart space. Letting that rose essence, a rejuvenating redolence of deep love, letting it spiral through the pink space of the heart. As you breathe that pranic force into the heart space, imagine that pink light woven with rose, brightening the heart, elevating the love, and remembering that the heart is a wellspring that never runs dry. That love is a wellspring that never runs dry. You can give and receive abundantly, allowing yourself to drink in that redolent fragrance of rose. Thank you so much for your request, Lucy, for love. Let me know in the chat if anything came up for you and how that experience felt. Thank you for tapping your screen. Crispy, if you'd like to make a request anytime, just let me know in the chat. Thank you for your gift. Coming up next, we have some work with a blue crystal. We just did a poll and blue won. So give me just a moment to consider which crystals or crystals it will be. Thanks, Crispy. We will get to your request right after this next one for blue crystal work. I already have an energy that came to mind as soon as you said hope, so we'll move into that one next. All right, our next experience is blue crystal, and I had 3 crystals that jumped out at me from my collection. This first one is celestite, and celestite is a elevating air-like element, really working here in the crown chakra and even above that into the spirit star chakra. It's a celestial, calming, but uplifting energy. Celestite is good for exploring the higher realm and the higher realms of experience, such as protection and guardianship, angelic or spiritual guidance, intuition. That's the word I was looking for. So this is our first option, celestite. I have 2 more options for you. Hold on a sec. This second one is sodalite. This is such a gorgeous specimen. Just look how veined it is with dark blue and light blue and a little white. Sodalite is a hallmark crystal of the mind. It's very, very good at inspiring poetic expression and self-expression. And it's also very good for relishing the logical sensibilities, really heightening clear thinking, focus, and clarity in the mind. This is option number 2, sodalite. And the final one is blue kyanite. I actually have 2 specimens of blue kyanite. There's this one too. This one is much more beautiful. But I actually wanted to use this one because it's more pointed. I like this point on there for this. Blue kyanite is an energy of truth. It's very good for this throat chakra, bringing in heightened communication and dissolving any blockages or barriers between what you feel and what you believe and what you say and how you're received. It really clears away some of that energy that can make our voice feel lost in a crowd, make us feel quiet or even scared to express ourselves clearly. Blue kyanite is an energy of truth and speaking that truth in a compassionate but powerful way. All right, these are our 3 options. We have celestite as option number 1. We have sodalite as option number 2. And we have blue kyanite as option number 3. Let me know in the chat which one you prefer. I'll give us just a couple seconds and I'll write down your answers, what we have here. We've got 1, 2, 2, 1. You like them all. 3 for Julia. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3. let's take one more second here. 3, 1. All right. I think I got all of it in there, Ashlyn. 1. Let me count it up. We're doing a very primitive form of voting. I got your 2 in there, and 3, Maka, 3. Okay, let me count it up. Hold on. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 1 has 12 votes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 has 14. All right. We're going to go with the third option here, which is blue kyanite. Thank you so much, Busy. That was adorable. That's the first pinch face that I've ever received, so thank you so much. Those are so cute. Okay, let's get started. This is the result of our poll. The winner was blue crystals, and you all chose blue kyanite as the one to focus on. Let's get started with that. See where blue kyanite leads us. Thank you for tapping your screen. We're at 31K likes. Appreciate it. Blue kyanite is an energy of truth. Often in this world, truth is hard to see for many reasons. Sometimes it's just hard to accept. Sometimes it's hidden. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's large. But it's always there. Blue kyanite addresses the blockage between speaking and communicating the truth as you see it. This energy is one of the throat chakra, Rihanna. The ASMR elements are in the timbre of my voice and the cadence, and also in the hand movements. Gee, let me write down your request. If we have time at the end of this session, we can get to it. All right. As we move now into the highway between the heart and the head, the throat chakra. It's a very important pathway for the journey between what we feel and what we think. Oftentimes we can feel a blockage or a heaviness in this way station. Imagine now a throat full of clouds, fog and mist coating the throat. And as the voice moves through the clouds, it becomes stuck. Breathing in now, filling the throat with breath, fresh and clean, and watching as the clouds as the mist, as the fog begins to dissipate. Let's go ahead and do that, directing the breath in through the nose or the mouth, feeling the throat fill with breath, exhaling through the mouth. And imagine clouds and mist and fog clearing from the throat space, moving just as they would in nature. If you've ever seen a sky clear itself of clouds, or a road clear itself of mist and fog, imagine that moment when everything begins to move. You can see it in your mind. Good. Each breath ushering in fresh, pranic energy. I love Avatar. Hannah, that's all right. My friend, do what feels right for you. Just staying curious of what resonates and what doesn't. It's all right. There's no rush. As the clouds clear from the throat, I'd like you to feel the sensation of openness, vast expansion, feeling the peace and clarity that openness brings. You think so, Jay? Imagine the energy from the mind imagine the energy from the heart converging, moving toward each other. Can you see it? Using the breath to move the energies toward each other, aligning with clarity and meeting right here. This is the place of truth, your truth, in this moment. Listening to that new and clear sound. I don't know if you can hear in the background right now, but there's a baby that's crying. And he literally just started crying as we talked about this convergence. It does feel like that sometimes, doesn't it? More like a cry or a wail when we articulate how it feels. Oh, thank you so Thank you for the crown. That's all right. Whatever the sound is that's there in the throat, whether it's a song or a cough or a word or a cry, let it free. Confirmation. Hello, V. Welcome in. If you'd like to put the word in the chat, feel free. If a word comes to mind, you're safe. Whatever that meeting between the heart and the head bring, let yourself acknowledge it. It's all right. It could help here just to breathe out in a vigorous way, like that. Have you ever done a breath like that before? You might give it a try if you're feeling energy is stuck here as we do this exercise. You can exhale through the nose or the mouth. Go ahead and go. Let it out. That's it. It's a little bit silly, but that's all right. Oh, is that a massage? Thank you so much, Wellness Girl. Thanks, V. Appreciate it. It is a lot like a sneeze in some ways. Letting the energy of the throat chakra move. If that's a little bit too weird for you, you might even just imagine a cloud or a mist pushing out through, letting it free. That was really cute. Thank you so much, V. Good. Nestled in the seat of the throat chakra is a treasure. Blue crystals of truth. Your truth in this moment. Whatever that is. And as you open your mouth to let it free, trust that it will travel with compassion and goodness, kindness and love. As your voice soars out from the throat, you hear the sound of your voice like chimes, clear and crisp. Listen and allow. Hold on. Just got an error message from TikTok saying that my chat wasn't loading. So if I missed your comment, I'm sorry. I never got that error message before. But if I missed your comment, my apologies. It looks like there was some kind of error. It's funny that that happens, right? Right as we're talking about this release of truth and releasing the blockage of the throat chakra, there's an error in communication on the app. I love it. I love it. It's serendipitous, ironic indeed. Alright, letting that energy move and change, just receiving. And just staying curious. Remember that sensation is alright. Thank you for tapping your screen. We're at 38K likes. If you'd like to make a request anytime during the live stream, you can always gift the pinned gift for today, which is feather mask. It's so cute. Every live stream we have a different gift. I say we, but I mean me. Corey, thanks for your question. What does Reiki do to the body? Reiki is life force energy. So it moves with the rhythm and the cadence of life force. We can think of life force as breath, for example, although it is many things. Breath is probably the easiest form of life force energy to understand, I think, on a surface level. As Reiki moves through the body, it moves like breath would, energizing, clearing any blockages, making space, providing a feeling of aliveness, ushering in energy that's ready to come, marshalling out energy that's ready to go, helping us clear the debris, helping us to reach equilibrium in our energy contained in all layers of our energetic bodies, the physical body, the emotional, the intellectual, the spiritual. Reiki is life force energy, and it always journeys where it's needed, how it's needed in this moment for you, when you're open to receive. It never forces its way in. It never interrupts. And it never works for anything but your highest good. Anyone can open to Reiki, whether they're trained or certified as a Reiki master or not. It's in everything. And like all energy, it moves and changes. It's beyond time and space. Energy is a fluid moving. I hope that answers your question. What it does to the body is up to what the body needs. Let me know in the chat if that answers your question. That was a bit of a roundabout answer, but that's what came to mind. All right. Coming up next, we have a request from Crispy for hope. Give me just a moment to get that started and we'll jump in. Crispy, when you made the request, an energy came to mind for me right away. Crispy, are you still in here? Let me see if you are still here. Let me know. I'm not seeing you in here. Just scrolling through the people who are here. You are. Oh, Crispy's still here. Okay. not seeing, but good. All right. Perfect. This is Amazonite. This is a polished specimen of Amazonite. Thank you so much, Whimsy, for the feather mask. Let me just write you down. Whimsy, if you would like to make a request during the live stream, just let me know what it is in the chat. No pressure. Thank you so much for your generosity. This is Amazonite. This is a polished specimen. I also have a little raw specimen here. You can see the coloring of Amazonite a little bit better in this raw specimen. Oh, Whimsy, let me know more about your tiredness. Where is it coming from? We can do that as your healing focus. They're both the same siempre. I'll be using the polished one for today, though. Amazonite is an energy of hope. You can almost see in its color what kind of hope it brings. The kind of hope that arrives on an easy sea. Stress relief. Let me write that down. You got it. The kind of hope that comes easily without trying. Hope that's waiting in the wings all the time. Just waiting for permission to rise and greet you in its open arms. Amazonite comes with a soft message. When you need hope to carry on, when you have neglected your own needs and your own feelings, that's the kind of hope that Amazonite delivers. This energy invites you to see yourself, and to accept yourself. The hope that Amazonite brings comes after a long period where you might have been neglecting your needs, neglecting your feelings. Even, dare I say, I'm not quite sure how to word that, but if you're prone toward self-destructive behaviors and thoughts and practices, where you're giving energy to beliefs and ways of being that are hurting you. Do you know what I mean? Amazonite is an energy that seeks to bring hope right in the middle of those actions, in the middle of those thoughts where you've run away and abandoned yourself, if that makes sense. I hope I'm saying that all right. I think you might know what I mean. Those times when you have abandoned yourself, neglected yourself, and even become self-destructive. When you don't really understand why you've done what you've done, but you know that you want to move forward. When you find it hard to forgive yourself, but you know that you want to, you're just not sure how. When you know you want to wake up in the morning and feel full of life again, but you've forgotten how. Amazonite is like the sun rising. Let it carry you as it moves up and out of those destructive patterns. Yes, it's an energy of the heart, but it's also an energy of hope. A tender hope, gentle and soft, like a lullaby for a very tired, person. Did someone just send a feather mask? I might have missed it. Oh, thank you, Whimsy. Oh my goodness. I just saw the tail end of that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Amazonite physically really relates to the thyroid and also cell regeneration. And I wanted to spend a little time exploring the cell regeneration aspect of Amazonite. In this context, it seems pertinent. You know, when you've become so accustomed to stagnation, when you feel like the cells themselves have begun to turn inward so much that they've become heavy and darkened, and you don't remember that fresh and free sensation of new growth and new hope. This energy invites you to pierce each cell with new and redolent, new growth like a shoot emerging from the snow in spring. Each cell drinking in the vibrant, verdant energy of hope, watching as the cells become plump, watching as the cells become clear and new, allowing yourself to feel that hopeful sensation. As each cell is buoyed, as each cell is filled with the strength to carry on. I can only speak for myself. I was going to say, we avoid hope because XYZ, when really what I mean is, I've noticed that I avoid hope and you might too. Because when you dare to hope, there's so much room for disappointment, don't you think? Hoping is an act of courage, isn't it? You're brave. And you can do things that are challenging, and you'll be all right. Hope is always worth the risk, the leap into the unknown. Don't let it go. Deneen, hello. I hope that resonated with you, the Amazonite. Such a lovely and uplifting, fresh and verdant energy. Let me know in the chat if anything came up for you with that experience. Yeah, into the unknown. Good, Kim. I'm so glad. Perfect. Thank you so much for your request, Crispy. Appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Thank you for tapping your screen. We're almost at 50K likes. I'm sorry to hear that, Kim. I hope you're feeling better soon. Coming up next, we have a request from Whimsy. After Whimsy's request, I should have time for one more in the session. At least two might be pushing it, but I will have time for at least one more request. If you'd like to make a request, you can always gift the pinned gift for today as well. All right, let's get started. Whimsy's request is for some stress. Give me just a moment to sit with that and see what comes to mind. So beautiful. I love that, Gilda. Thank you so much for the feather mask. Let me write you down. Gilda, if you'd like to make a request, just let me know in the chat what you're hoping for today. Kim, thank you so much for the feather mask. So beautiful. Kim, let me know in the chat as well if you'd like to make a request for this session. No pressure. Gilda, looking for money, abundance, and beauty. Perfect. I'm just going to write that down. Perfect. Coming up next is a request from Whimsy. Give me just a moment to sit with that. Got it, Kim. Let me write that down. All right. I'm going to grab my Solasite crystal for Whimsy. Give me just a moment to find it and we'll get started. The energy that came to mind is this crystal. It's called solasite. And it's mostly like a milky white specimen. And there are some pieces here of semi-transparent crystal. It's quite a lovely one. Solasite is an energy of cosmic connection, an energy of the highest chakras, the crown chakra and the spirit star chakra. It's an energy of elevation, lifting you up and out of heavy situations and bringing a sensation of serenity, serene, calm, and effervescent. This energy clears the debris of the spiritual energy body, that layer of being sitting in the highest realms. Solasite is an energy of the spiritual realm, the celestial realm, the angelic realm of guidance and protection. It invites you to release your feelings of worry, any dread or stress, surrendering to an inner knowing, basking in an inner light, a gentle white glow. Settling into easefulness. Whatever it is that's troubling you, surrendering just for a moment. All worry and doubt surrendering, the heaviness, and exchanging it for light. Blue. We have about 15 minutes left. More like 20 or 30. We have a couple more requests. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the butterfly, Kim. Appreciate it. Moving into that spiritual or celestial body. Feeling the lightness, the ease, moving into that spiritual energy body without worries or fears. Just accepting unconditional support, unconditional love. releasing anything hurting you or stressing you out in this moment, letting it fall back to the earth. Thanks, Blue. Thanks, Blue. Appreciate that. I'm glad you follow on YouTube. That means a lot to me. Tapping into that spiritual realm of the higher selves. Trusting the higher selves to guide you as you move to the rhythm, relaxing and easeful. Assit is an energy of air. 92, you can click on my profile picture and you can find all of my links there. It's an energy of transformation. Transmuting heavy, stressful energy changing like air as it rises and moves and clears. Feeling that elevation. Letting go of heavy things. It's all right. Thank you for following. Welcome. Thank you so much for your request and for your gift. Appreciate it. Thank you, Whimsy. I hope that helped to support you. We have 2 more requests to get to before the end of the live. Let me just stretch my back. There we go. Coming up next is a request from Gilda, who is looking for some support with abundance and money and beauty. It was Megan. Thank you. Give me just a moment to sit with that and we'll get started. Becca, thank you for the feather mask. Let me know in the chat, Becca, if you have a request that you'd like to make for the session today. All right, let me go ahead and grab the crystal that I like to get. I have to find it. Give me just a sec. All right. I haven't used pyrite in a very long time, but that's the energy that came to mind for me. And I actually wanted to begin with a little bit of a sound healing. Becca, did you put in the chat what you wanted as a request? I might have missed it. If not, no worries. I wanted to begin with a little bit of a sound healing. I'd like to use a hand chime here. And yes, Gilda, this is yours. I'd like to begin with using this hand chime a few times. You do? That's amazing. It's perfect. We'll get right to the pyrite. First, though, each time that I strike this chime, I'd like you to think about the sound inviting you to open, like a set of double doors, heavy double doors, flying open into a new space, opening onto a new landscape. If you could hold that image in your mind, and while I strike the chime, let's let the sound guide us toward that experience. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn the volume down, because chimes, you never know how it's going to sound. Let's get started. Perfect. And this is pyrite. You can see how it glitters and shines. Each nook and cranny, like this one, gilded and galvanized, sparkling within. This energy is one that invites you to journey inward, finding the little nooks and crannies inside, like a surprise, like undiscovered treasure. As we search for wealth and abundance, prosperity and luck, as we want to do better and be better and manifest all of the good things that we desire. This energy invites you on a pit stop along the way, stopping and looking inward, finding that value, making that purchase, investing in the most precious, investment, starting with you. pit stop along the way. Imagining that within there's a nook hidden deep within that nook is a preciousness, beauty unknown, and wealth lining each crevice, abundance as far as you can see. Everything glittering. Your eyes widen in surprise at this treasure right here. Gorgeous and pure and deserving. Deserving of all that bountiful wealth. You move into the nook, surrounded by gilded, sparkling walls. You let that galvanized energy surround you, pouring into you, strengthening you with the knowledge that no matter how poor you have felt or been in your life, no matter how bereft you have felt, no matter how much you have felt like the world was against you, or that you moved through the world unseen, you discover in this gilded nook within a treasure unmatched anywhere else in the world. This pit stop is a destination place, full of riches, untold wealth. Here, you can believe that anything is possible, and you see the abundance within, which allows you to welcome abundance without. All around beauty, all around wealth. Thanks, Claire. Pyrite is an energy of manifesting what you wish, finding that abundance right here, where it's most difficult to find it first. It's not easy, right? anyway. Right where it shouldn't be. Right where you expected it the least. Right there. A wellspring of prosperity. Beginning by accepting that wealth as a gift, not second guessing it or wondering why or doubting if you deserve it. You do. Opening your arms and accepting that gift. It's all right. Kristalla. May you find healing. Thank you so much for your request, Gilda. Let me know in the chat how that pyrite arrived. If any thoughts or sensations arose for you. Let me know if anything came up. Thank you so much for your support. We do have 2 requests left, Becca. If you're still here and you have a request, let me know. No pressure. Good. Our next request is from Kim, who's looking to address some anxiety and some sickness. And actually, Kim, I had an energy already pop up for you. As soon as you made the request, I grabbed it so I wouldn't forget. So let's get to that. Becca, just something intuitive maybe can work. All right, let me write that down. All right, Kim's request was, oh good, Gilda, perfect. I'm glad you received it. Yolanda, hoping that healing is coming for you. Perfect. All right, my friends, we have 2 more requests for this session, and that is all I will have time for today, unfortunately. Thank you so much to everyone who gifted the pinned gift to make a request today. I'm old and my back starts to hurt after 2 hours of sitting here. I've got to get up and move my limbs. Oh, good. All right. Coming up next, we have a request from Kim. Kim is looking for some relief from anxiety and also a current sickness that she's experiencing. An energy came to mind right away. This is clear quartz, and this is the smallest clear quartz that I own. It's so small. And I wanted to use this one because of its precision, its pointed tip, and its smallness to move exactly where it's needed with precision. Clear crystal does exactly what it looks like. It's an energy that brings a cool, clear energy exactly where it's needed. It's like a fresh breath, the kind of breath that you take after you've been in a hot room all day. And you step outside. You can already feel the movement there. And you step outside of that room. And you feel the first sensation of coolness and openness on your skin. Refreshing, clear and cooling. I'd like you to imagine breathing in that crisp, fresh, clean air. Oh, wow. As this clear quartz runs through the energy bodies, let it collect any dark energy or stuck energy. Oh yeah, there it is. Collecting. Imagine that in this prism of clear crystal, each piece of unwanted or stuck or heavy energy is captured and carried away. Good. Sensation is all right, Brent. Breathing into wherever you feel sensation, allowing it to move and change. Inviting this clear quartz energy to do what it does best, clearing away, releasing what no longer serves you. It's all right. Letting it go. Letting it go. Imagining that sensation of leaving a hot and stuffy room, stepping into a cool landscape. The freshness of snow and ice crystallizing on your breath. Breathing in energy that feels new and clean. Letting that energy circulate. Watching it move through the body with the breath. Releasing energy that's ready to move and change. Welcoming in fresh, cool energy like light. Rinsing this clear quartz through. Just like running cold water over sweaty hands. Feeling that jolt of fresh, calming and clean energy. And watching as it works its way through the body. Letting it go. Hello, Winnie. Welcome. Thank you for following all the new followers. Thank you for your request and your gift, Kim. I appreciate it. I hope you're feeling better soon and calmer as well. We have one more request for today's session, and it's from Becca, who's looking for an intuitive healing today. Let me sit with that for a few moments, and we'll get started with our last request for the session. Gabriel, everything will be all right. It's hard. It's hard. Hang in there. All right? It's all right, Whimsy. Go ahead and rest. All right. The energy that came to mind for me is this. It's one of my favorites. This is prenite. And prenite is the dreamer's dream. Are you a dreamer? Are you a dreamer? Do you allow yourself to dream? This energy invites you to allow and to manifest your dreams. And to daydream more in the daytime when things feel heavy, or when you're feeling broken or lost. Tapping into the energy of dreams means believing in potential and possibility, fathoming even the unfathomable, and allowing yourself to relish in the imagination. Rejoicing and celebrating the lightheartedness, the joy, and believing again in your life that things can happen, good things. Pranay is a higher chakra crystal energy, an energy of the crown chakra and the spirit star chakra, connecting you to higher knowing that takes you up and out beyond the confines of the mind and up into the clouds. Why not? Why not allow yourself to journey there as your feet are grounded and you're secure and safe? Why not let your spirit fly? Soar higher and just rejoicing in that sensation of pure delight. All around you, possibility everywhere you look. All around you, everything is potential, waiting to be manifested. It's the dreamer's stone, beckoning you on a journey into a realm not quite here. It's a little esoteric, a little metaphysical, it's a little weird. Don't you just love that? Flying high without judgment, allowing yourself to embrace just for a moment a kind of magic. Let yourself feel it, that magic. This is Pranite, and this was an intuitive request. Just asking for what came to mind. Pranite is the dreamer's stone, the dreamer's dream. Oh, good. Perfect. Do you like a minty green color? Pranite is so lovely. It looks like a dream, doesn't it? Clusters of dreams and daydreams. Dreams caught and joining together, making a cloud-like specimen. Cool, ephemeral. This energy asks you to embrace that ephemeralness. I don't think that's a word, ephemeralness, but it is right now, just for a minute, a word. Embracing that ephemeralness. And staying curious of where it leads you and how it feels. What was it? Affirmatalness. Is that a word? Affirmatal. I like words. Good. Hello, Mother Nature. Oh, congratulations. It's amazing. Those days of having a newborn bring you into a sacred slowness. I'm glad you're here. Journeying on this dream, the dreamer's dream. Hello, Chad. Paying attention to your dreams tonight and before you go to bed. Asking yourself to dream well and remember your dream. I'm curious to know what it will be. You're welcome. Thank you so much for your request. We had so many requests today. Thank you everyone who gifted the pinned gift. We didn't have time for non-gifted requests today, unfortunately, but maybe we will on Wednesday. I'll see you again on Wednesday. I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Yes, I do have a YouTube. you can click on my profile picture, and that will take you to my social links and also links for my Reiki services. So if you're interested, check it out. Hello, Maleficent. Jill, did you want to make a request before we end today? I don't want to leave the session without honoring your request if you have one. You can also save the request for next time I'm live streaming if you want to come back on Wednesday or next week on Monday. Also, you can just, you don't have to make a request, but I want to make sure that you get that if you want it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Jill, did you want me to do an intuitive one for you? Let me know. If you say you like surprises, does that mean the pinned gift was feather mask? Yes. Okay, Jill, let's do it. I'm just going to write it down. All right, Jill, let's do an intuitive healing for you. And then Mother Nature as well, looking for something for the baby. Just writing that down. All right, let me go ahead and the pinned gift was feather mask. All right, give me just a moment to sit with Jill's request for an intuitive healing, and we'll get started. All right. So the energy that came to me was actually a crystal that I don't have. It was ruby. I do have a little tiny piece of ruby, but it's so small, I just don't know if I can find it. So then I was like, garnet. Thank you, Mother. Thank you so much. Perfect. We'll get to you after Jill. So I was like, oh, garnet. And then it occurred to me that for this particular live stream session, all of the energy that we've used has been from the heart all the way up here in the chakras. We haven't done anything for the lower chakras at all. And ruby is actually a grounding energy. And so is this garnet. This garnet is a little bit ugly. It's actually one of my favorite crystals that I have. It's super heavy and it looks a little bit beat up. I love it. This is a specimen of raw garnet and it is spectacular. Garnet is an incredibly grounding energy. It's the kind of energy that pulls you down toward the earth. Oh, perfect, Dominique. Hello, D. Garnet is an energy that encourages circulation through the body, originating in the heart and grounding down through the earth and back again. Imagining movement through the blood vessels from the tips of your toes, up your legs, through your knees and hips, up your torso, through the organs, all the way up to the home base of the heart. Circulation is a clearing action, rejuvenating and restoring wellness, especially through the lower body, especially through the organs, supporting the organs in detoxification as it clears and rids the body of heavy or sluggish energy. Moving into the organs now. Moving into the gallbladder, the bladder, the kidneys, the liver, the stomach, the lungs. Garnet pushes fresh, clean energy through the organs, moving through any debris. Perfect D, I love that. That's perfect for garnet. Feeling the sensation as it rolls through the low body, the torso, all the way up to the heart and back again. Garnet is an energy of movement, circulation. Garnet is also an energy of relationships. I know that seems weird, right? Organ detoxification and blood circulation and relationships. How does that make sense? It encourages a strong and clear movement in your friendships, in your intimate connections, with the world at large. Making space for a clear path forward, and also clearing away any toxicity from those connections. Garnet is the great detoxifier. It does look like a big chunk of candy, doesn't it? I always think that about some crystals. allowing this energy to ground you and center you right into the body. Actually, this garnet is good for circulation, detoxifying the organs, and detoxifying also personal relationships and connections. Garnet is also good for anything involving intimacy and closeness. It just clears a way, clears a path, opens a pathway forward. Just like fresh, clear and clean blood moving from the heart through the veins into each organ, replenishing, rejuvenating. Grounding you down. It's an energy of movement, especially somatic movement, enabling you to move toxic or unwanted energy through, resolving it. Letting that garnet energy settle. Thank you so much for your request, Jill. I hope that was useful for you. All right, we have one more request for this session. We are going quite late today. Thank you so much for all of your requests. I'm just going to take a quick stretch because I'm old and my back is hurting. And then we'll get to our last request from Mother. Perfect. Oh, perfect, Jill. Wow, that's amazing. As I was stretching just now, I looked over at the crystal and saw that this one was for you and for your request, Mother Nature, for your baby. Let me go ahead and grab it. I literally bent over in my forward fold and flower agate was right there at my nose. And I was like, perfect. That's absolutely perfect. This is flower agate. It is an energy of new beginnings. An energy of fresh starts, of a new story unfolding. It's the energy of spring. All of the sensations that come with springtime. Imagine a tiny green shoot emerging through the snow and ice. A tiny green, fresh, verdant shoot, poking its head up out of the snow and greeting the world for the first time. That little shoot bringing so much joy, so much potential and love. Bringing hope and bringing the promise of blossoming. Wow. This energy welcomes the beauty of transformation. When new things come, it opens the door for more new things. On this journey, there will be plenty of that. Throwing your arms open and welcoming all of that beauty of newness as that little sprout, that little new shoot grows, blossoms, changing the landscape, brightening it, bringing fresh energy and renewal. Flower agate is the energy of springtime. Defrosting, new life. Perfect. Thank you so much for that request, Mother Nature. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining me. We went almost 1 hour over the usual streaming time. Thank you for all of your gifts and your requests. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for all of your comments and your kind words. Thank you for almost 70K likes. That's amazing. I'm here in Massachusetts. If you'd like to explore my social media links, you can click on my profile picture. I also have my links there for my Reiki services if you're interested in any virtual distance healings. You're welcome, Julia, of course. Thank you for being here. I wanted to say thank you to Amiran, my moderator, who always does a fabulous job, and welcome to all of the new followers. I wanted to let you know too that on the 1st of every month, I hold a superfan only Reiki healing circle. Our next one will be on November 1st, and that is just for superfans. All right, I'll see you again on Wednesday at the same time. Please check out my ASMR account as well. It's evening springtime ASMR here on TikTok. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. You're welcome.